Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Crypto Brothers. This exact moment is why crypto is always a game of hindsight. Now, this post dropped during the crash, and what they're talking about is thinking back to the crash of 2022 with the fall of FTX and so on. During that time, nobody wanted to buy crypto back then. XRP was sitting around 50 cents back then, and nobody wanted it. They always said it's never going above $1 ever again. And look at where it is today. I always told you, never have any regrets as a crypto investor. You buy the dips when they happen, when the price drops. But most of the time when the price drops and it's a crash happening, negativity is everywhere. You could go on X any red day. People are pissed off. Right away, they want to sell their XRP. Those same people are going to be FOMOing back in once the green candles appear. But as an XRP investor, whenever you get the chance to buy at cheaper prices, always buy that dip or do nothing. One thing you never do is sell on a red day. But people are going to have a lot of regrets for not buying this crypto at all. You know, it's easier to hate on XRP than to actually sit down and realize where XRP is going. A good reminder for those who watched it rise and held, knowing it was only the beginning. Right now, everybody's still talking about that 2017-2018 run. Ripple's XRP on track for a 63,000% rapid explosion like in 2017. Now, what's the chances of that happening again? I asked Grok, and Grok broke it down. So they said a run like that happening right now with the circulating supply and so on would imply a target of $845. Others would argue it's more like $1,300 plus. But what would a 2017-2018 style run look like today? A more realistic analog would be a relative explosive rally during this bull cycle, post-2024 Bitcoin halving. Say a 10x to 20x gain from current levels, targeting $24 to $48. This aligns with XRP's utility in payments, Ripple's ODL, stablecoin integrations, and catalysts like potential ETF approvals, which we now have, coupled with SEC clarity and ISO adoption. Analysts often frame repeating 2017 as recapturing that moment, not literal multiples. And the chances of that happening, according to Grok, is 15 to 25%. The one thing I want to point out is this. Back in 2017, it was all hype driven. That's what that whole run was about. It was all based on hype. Today, we actually have things happening. We got those ETFs now. We know about XRP's ODL and the need for it all around the world. Plus, we have all those Ripple rails. Ripple became very well-rounded since then as well. A lot of big things are happening. We're about to get clarity in the United States for the very first time. And we're already getting institutional inflows of money. So based on all of that, there's still a good possibility that XRP hits some crazy price points. Because the run in 2017, nobody thought XRP was going to $3. Nobody today believes XRP is going to break $100. I think XRP is going to prove everyone wrong. I think there's a chance if it doesn't break above 3 digits, it's going to get very close to 3 digits. Because when people don't expect it to happen, that's when it happens. And you could couple that with the Shane Ellis theory. Essentially, what this Shane Ellis theory does is it talks about supply and demand. What's going on right now? Everybody's expecting the supply to disappear over the counter and in dark pools. They know that these ETF companies are going to turn to the exchanges to buy XRP. This literally is the Shane Ellis theory happening in real time. And I got to remind you, when this theory came out, there was no talk of ETFs back then. That came later. So if we do see the Shane Ellis theory happen, that could possibly get us to a run that looks more like 2017 to 2018. I'm not saying we're going to 4 digits, but I do believe there's a very good chance we go to 3 digits plus. XRP ETF status update. The real facts. Don't listen to anyone else. Approved and trading are pending. So you see, Canary launched November 13th. Bitwise launched on November 20th. Franklin Templeton is launching November 24th. Grayscale launching November 24th. 21 shares could also go live on the 24th now. Coin shares expected on November 27th. And I know there was some new filings as well. So we have more and more XRP ETFs popping up. A lot of them are going to go live very soon. Everybody's still waiting on that BlackRock ETF as well. But with these ETFs going live one after another, a lot of XRP is going to disappear very fast. Let's see if we get to scarcity. BlackRock ETF with $100 billion would hold 454,545,454 XRP if XRP hits $220. Now, right now, there's just a lot of speculation on a BlackRock ETF. We have no confirmation of this happening at all. I still think there's an NDA between Ripple and BlackRock. That's why Brad doesn't talk about BlackRock so much. And that's why BlackRock, Larry Fink, he can't even talk about Ripple at all. I do believe BlackRock holds a lot of XRP already. There's no way a company like BlackRock, who has an ex-Ripple employee, Robbie Mitchnick, working there, not filling his ear with information on where XRP is going. They are not going to miss out on this opportunity. I do believe they will have an ETF. When is it going to happen? Nobody really knows yet. And Tom Lee says, automated systems and a software bug may have contributed to the recent crypto market dump, but is unable to name names. Take a listen to this.
Selling. So I think that this drip that's been taking place for the last few weeks in crypto reflects this market maker crippling. And so in 2022, it took 8 weeks for that to really get flushed out. We're only 6 weeks into it. I actually pointed this out. There's a lot of what they call automated processes in crypto. One of them is called ADL, okay, and that's an automatic liquidation feature that would take place if someone's account or their collateral drops in price. It's essentially like a margin call. On a specific exchange, a stable coin's price varied from other exchanges. It actually stablecoin should stay at $1. It dropped to 65 cents. But that only happened within the exchange quotes, within this exchange because of liquidity. That triggered an ADL, an automatic liquidation across many accounts. It wiped out as that spread across other exchanges, right? Because liquidations cascade. Almost 2 million crypto accounts got wiped out, even though minutes before they were actually profitable accounts.
So who is behind this? Like, who's the they in the market makers and they got hit? Who's the they?
Well, Brian, I am aware of names, but because I'm not someone who wants to name names, I think what you should keep in mind is that this error is actually essentially a bug, a code error, because I think in retrospect, they would have pulled pricing from across exchanges to set the price for that stablecoin rather than rely on internal quotes. But this...
I have no idea what he's even talking about. So he's saying automated systems and a software bug and a stablecoin depegging all led to this Bitcoin crash. I think it was a coordinated crash. And I'm tired of Bitcoin dumping every time another XRP spot ETF goes live. That alone is not happening by coincidence. I think it's happening on purpose. Nobody's going to change my mind on this because Bitcoin was doing fine. Then all of a sudden, an XRP spot ETF goes live and Bitcoin starts plummeting down. What's the chances of that happening? Unless the money is flowing out of the Bitcoin ETFs into the XRP ETFs, and XRP is going to appreciate later. That could be how XRP decouples from Bitcoin. Think about it. Bitcoin continues plummeting down. Institutional monies flowing out of the Bitcoin ETFs, landing in the XRP ETFs, leading to scarcity at some point, pushing the price of XRP to astronomical prices, and we fully decouple from Bitcoin. There's a lot of people speculating on that as well. That's just my thoughts on it. I mean, there's way too much going on right now. There's not enough facts out there, but there's way too many coincidences happening for it to not be happening on purpose. That's the way I look at it. And we have more ETFs coming next week. So are we going to see even more crashes with Bitcoin leading to XRP dropping more and more in price? I just want this market to rebound already, once and for all. I want to see us get to that parabolic move on XRP. I want Bitcoin to go on its last move up before it comes crashing down. That will solidify that it's go time for XRP holders. But until then, everything is very unpredictable, in my opinion. And I think Tom Lee just made up an excuse because he has no idea what's going on as well. But either way, we will see that run up for XRP. It's just a matter of time. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.